Hello, and welcome to this review of the Romancing the Rules historical romance book series by Christy Carlyle. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot. You're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is Rules for a Rogue. Childhood friends and neighbors reunite in this story after the death of Kit's father sends him back to his country home to take care of things. After Kit and his father had a huge falling out several years ago, he set off to make his way as a playwright in London. Left behind in the country, Ophelia has been supporting her family by tutoring young ladies in the neighborhood and also secretly writing a popular etiquette guide. She's mostly irritated and annoyed at Kit's return to the country because she thought herself immune to his charms. But really, his presence has just reactivated all of those latent feelings that she has. He's also equally interested in Ophelia, but he's not clever enough to realize that he should offer her marriage. It takes most of the book for Kit to turn into someone trustworthy and reliable enough to be worthy of Ophelia's affections. Meanwhile, she's got another ardent suitor, and there's some conflict related to Kit's father's publishing house and Ophelia's secret writing. This one was quick and fun to read, and then we get to read about Kit's younger sisters in the next few books. A Study in Scoundrels is book 2 of the series. We start with a tragic prologue for Jasper as a teenager who loses his older brother and becomes the heir to an earl. Fast forward many years later, and now Jasper has abandoned his title and place in the aristocracy for a place on the stage and a life of debauchery. When he's notified of his younger sister's disappearance, Jasper sets off to find her. In this process, he's reintroduced to the prim and proper Sophia, who is Kit's younger sister. Although she's generally content to follow all the rules of propriety, she's also secretly writing a detective novel. These two are total opposites, but keep bumping into each other in Jasper's search for his sister, and ultimately end up teaming up to find the girl. It's fun to see Jasper's preoccupation with Sophia, even though he's totally unworthy of her, and we also get to see Sophia loosen up and give in to her attraction to Jasper. How to Woo a Wallflower is book 3 of the series. Much of this book takes place at the publishing house that Clarissa and her siblings own. So Clarissa is the youngest sister, and there's some secret backstory about the manager Gabriel in the seedier neighborhoods of London. We actually get to see Gabriel and Clarissa running into each other in Whitechapel, which is a not so nice neighborhood, when Gabriel is trying to track down his mother and Clarissa is working at a charity girls' school. He's normally straight-laced and proper and does not want anyone to know his origins. Meanwhile, Clarissa is bright and cheery and outspoken, and he hates the idea that she's basically his boss and way above his station. When Clarissa learns that her inheritance is tied up in a dowry, she's determined to make her own money, and her sister sets her up to be mentored by Gabriel on how to run a publishing house. They're both generally irritated by each other, but mostly because of the underlying attraction between them. It's fun to see Clarissa basically wear down all of Gabriel's defenses and then surprise him with her affection. Overall, this series centers around one family of siblings who all own a publishing house that they inherited from their father. While the series does move in chronological order, each book reads pretty well as standalone novels because the plot isn't very tightly tied together. Overall, I enjoyed reading the series, and the stories and romances are all pretty solid and predictable in a comforting sort of way. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or two to add to your TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.